everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we're going to be looking into messages from your spirit guides. Alright, and I used to do these videos really frequently, so if you want me to do that often now in the future, please let me know in the comment section down below. As always, you have 3 piles in front of you, so of course you can make a choice based on the feathers or the images, and please feel free if you want to watch all the piles, because when it comes to messages from spirit guides, there is no strict limitation. I'll give you some time, then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your spirit guides. And basically, your spirit guides are here to tell you, remember, my dear pile 1s, your heart is very important. And your heart is one area that you need to take care of. So if you have any emotions that are repressed, or if you have any kind of emotions that you've not processed, maybe that is what you need to do, because what happens is when emotions are too deeply buried or they are repressed, then your heart is not happy. So also do something to make your heart happy. Watch a funny movie, interact with children, do whatever you want to make yourself happy. And when you are happy, you're more connected with the higher sources, you're more connected with your own higher self. And basically, what is our mission in life? One is to connect with divinity, and second is to be at peace with ourselves. So please make sure you take care of yourself. When it comes to you, pile 1, your spirit guides are here to tell you maybe you're trying to control too many things. And remember, you can control some things, but beyond that, it's the sector of the divine. So do as best as you can and just let it go. Don't be like, this needs to happen. If this doesn't happen, I'm not going to be happy, or things will go wrong. No, that's not the way you live. The world outside has made us feel like we need to control everything, because the mind is honestly becoming a workshop for unnecessary thoughts. So please make sure you don't have that, because you have to remember, pile 1, your guides are here to tell you you are healing. You are in the process of healing, and when a person is in the process of healing, you need to be gentle with yourself. Just like the energies of the flowers, just like the energies of butterflies, they're free. So free yourself once again from the burdens that you're carrying. Focus on joy, focus on happiness, and focus on the gentler energies, which of course brings you back to don't control things. Now, however, one thing that you can control is your space. Does your space light you up, or is your space a burden for you? So simplify your life. Don't increase the clutter in your life. Don't buy things that you don't need, because that just accumulates excess space. Make space, in fact, if you can just bring about that flowers or gentler energies, if you can just bring that one plant, or just plant an entire garden in your space, that'd be great, because the nature element has to be there, because nature once again helps us in our healing and connects us to our deeper inner self and a softer selves. In fact, like nature blooms by itself. Nobody has to control it except God. That is how we are. We're not very different from nature, and maybe that is what we forget. However, your spirit guides, pile 1, are here to tell you that you need to spend time alone. Chances are you've spent too much time with the world outside. This could also be by social media, because social media influences us. Sometimes it creates good emotions in us, like a funny movie, it makes us feel really happy, but more than not, it creates unnecessary stress. See how many times we've gone on Instagram, looked at something and be like, oh wow, I wish my life would have been like that. So that is one area when you sort of get interfered. And of course, with the news, it's all about negativity these days. So spend time on your own. Even disconnect with the world outside, because once again, you are healing. And healing is an individual job, where it is just you and your creator. That's it. That is what needs to be done. Disconnect from everything else. Now, Your spirit guides are also here to tell you when was the last time that you spent time just wondering about the universe. When we used to be children, we never really had an agenda in place. We could just, play in the mud, we could go outside, connect with the beautiful elements of nature. This was missing. Children don't have a control, they're not trying to dictate things, which is why they can appreciate the beauty. And that is what you need to do. You need to appreciate the beauty of life. You need to appreciate the beauty that God has created. See, all messages for you are towards God's creation. And what is God's creation? Plants, animals, nature, birds. Look at them. If you can just spend a day outside, in fact, in a garden, in a park, or just walking, without your headphones and without listening to any kind of music, because when it comes to alone is just you and your creator and his creation, because I feel like that is what you need in your life. Okay, serenity. See what will happen, as you sort of go back to the natural life, you'll sort of feel serene. You'll feel at peace with the world. You'll feel that peace within. Yeah, I'm going to read this out to you, okay? The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is the time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. So this really tells me, are you carrying on certain emotions that you've taken up yesterday? Something disturbed you yesterday, something disturbed you, 5 years back, but you're still holding on to it. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. You're holding on to something from your past. Yeah? There's something that you have in your heart. And trust me, when it comes to the heart, the heart can surprise us. We could be carrying resentments from our childhood. That may be something that you need to resolve. Be serene. Choose to be serene, because you're healing. You're already doing a good job. Okay, it's like your spirit guides see that about you. They're like, we're seeing what you're doing, but maybe a little bit here and there, a certain adjustments here and there can help you in this journey. Now, okay. Your spirit guides are also here to tell you that there is a possibility that you've been through a period of darkness. And darkness is difficult. Darkness takes away a lot from us. I understand this because, there have been periods in my life that, I could not see the light myself. So I know what darkness is. So if you're going through it right now, or, whatever phase of life you are in, I see you and I hear you. Yeah, but remember, you're going to be coming out of this, because it is passing. The darkness is passing, and soon you will come to light. So aid yourself, help yourself in the journey. Firstly, by not trying to control too much, and by forgetting and resolving the past. Yeah, you're changing. I feel like for some of you, you're already on this journey where instinctively these are the things that you need. Instinctively, the past cannot be something that you hold on to, because the past and the future have very less of a connect. Yeah, sometimes even the people from your past have absolutely no place where you are today. So why not leave them there in the past? Yeah, and then transform yourself into this beautiful, butterfly that you're supposed to be. Your spirit guides are also here to tell you you need to also take care of yourself, and sometimes taking care of yourself can be through various mediums. You can dance if dance speaks to you. You can take care of yourself. Why not just change your appearance? And I'm sure there are going to be some comments which tell me that's what I've been feeling. I wanted to change my hair, I wanted to change my looks, and that's what you're being led towards by your spirit guides. So if you are receiving this message and be like, oh, hold on, that's what I was instinctively telling you, your spirit guides are doing an amazing job reaching out to you. Yeah, take care of yourself and appreciate your divinity. See, divinity rise in each one of us. So each one of us is unique, each one of us is special. So honor that divinity within you by taking care of yourself. Okay, and you need to observe. You also need to observe certain thoughts that you hold in your mind. Are those thoughts of controlling things too much? Are there thoughts of negativity? What kind of thoughts do you hold? What is your life looking like right now? Yeah, so you need to observe. You need to go into that observer mode, because when you observe, sometimes we don't do that. We don't observe ourselves. We're just working on that, robo mode or that autopilot kind of a mode. So just take that time out to just observe your life, and then be open to spiritual guidance. See, it's so beautiful, it all ties you back to your creator. It all ties you back for your source. Whether it is your spirit guides, whether these are angels, it is all about heavenly beings, the creation of God. Because there's something that you need to receive. I'm going to read this out. Ponder this question. How do you expect your prayers and guidance to come to you? Literally, in a vision, are you like someone who says that you're waiting for your prayers to be answered because you want guidance that includes a safety net? Your goal? To own up to your spiritual insecurities and lack of faith. Now, this is so interesting. Sometimes we try to control things is because we don't have faith in our future, and we don't have faith that there is a God who's taking care of us and who will always take care of us, because of which we feel like, oh, we need to control everything, we need to be in control of everything all the time, we need to control people, we need to control circumstances. That indicates a lack of faith. You cannot control anything. Yeah, some things may be yourself. So I feel like that's something you need to do. Remember, you are in the process of healing. Spend time alone and just appreciate beauty. Spend time with the creation of God, which doesn't include human beings. Okay, that's what I'm going to be leaving you with. And these are the messages from your spirit guides. Especially if you can do something to change your looks, to change something around you that will make you feel better. Do that. I'll leave you here with nothing but my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your spirit guides. And interestingly, your spirit guides are here to tell you that you are protected. And in fact, your protection has been granted to angels. So if there's somebody out here who's constantly communicating with angels, or you believe in angels a lot, yeah, they are here to protect you. And you're safe. You don't really need to worry about your safety. Yeah, you're fine. Maybe call on to them a little bit more often so that, they can assist you in whichever way possible. Now, your spirit guides are also here to tell you that pile 2, you need to be much more gentle with yourself. You need to be gentle with your energies, and you also need to be gentle with the people around you. See, it's not like you are the only one that is going through things in your life. Everybody is suffering. It's just that the time that we live in is harsh. And in these harsher times, the only thing that you can do is be gentle yourself. Yeah, because maybe you're the only person that you can be gentle in the circumstances that you're in. Yeah, so bring those gentle energies to yourself and to others. And your spirit guides are also here to tell you that something bigger is on the way. And if you've been waiting for better times, those better times are coming. Yeah, all the darkness that you've been growing through, there's going to be a sunrise to it. And you're very, very close. I feel like when it comes to some of you, you're almost there. But maybe you're not seeing it, and maybe you're just focusing on the negative a little bit too much. Learn to appreciate where you are in your life. Be grateful every single day. I feel like starting there, you'll be able to see things gently. Yeah. However, one thing that your spirit guides are here to tell you, that if you're facing some kind of health related issues, then you may need a health checkup. I don't even see this as something major, but if something troubles you here and there, maybe take it seriously. Go to a doctor, go to a nutritionist, go to an Ayurveda expert, just to get your body right. See, sometimes what happens is, I especially believe in Ayurveda. We are a combination of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. If one thing goes up, the entire body is disturbed. And then you just need to get that into alignment. Yeah, and for that, of course, you need to visit an expert. Yeah, so don't worry so much, but just make sure you're taking care of yourself, and which is exactly why you need to be gentle with yourself and the people around you. Okay. Your spirit guides are also here to tell you that any obstacles that you're currently going through in your life, you're going to be overcoming them very, very shortly. See, sometimes your guides are here to tell you it's a phase. And the more you sort of struggle in it, and the more you act like this person, who's like uncomfortable all the time in mind, in body, in soul, the more difficult you'll make your journey. Yeah, so ease out. That is the message for you. Go easy on yourself and go easy on others. And if you just ease out, you'll be able to overcome any obstacles with ease. Remember, the key point for you is the word ease. Easy does it. That's the energy that you need. You're trying to force things a bit too much. Breathe. Breathe deeply and calm down. Okay, if you can take up the practice of pranayama, that will really, really help you. Now, when it comes to this, some of you, if you have issues relating to breathing, maybe you need to get up a little bit early when nobody is awake, and just calm your body. Get your body into some kind of cycle, because I feel like your body doesn't have a cycle. It's missing that routine. Routines are very important, we just feel like routines are important for our work life. No, they're important for your body as well. Everything needs to happen at a particular time. Our body needs food. It has to be given at a time. You can't just eat all the time or anytime you like. Make a cycle, get into alignment. Yeah, so that everything in your body will function optimally. And the most important factor that you need to consider is compassion and forgiveness. How compassionate are you towards the people in your life? Or are you just focused on yourself? Remember this, when it comes to the honeybee, honeybee definitely connects honey. But the sting of a honeybee is really bad. So that is how your words can be sometimes. So, maybe monitor that a little bit. Are your words compassionate? Are your words kind? Or they stinging people? Yeah, you need to be a bit careful with that. Now, your spirit guides also feel like maybe you feel like you're all alone. But it's just your perspective, that is not the case. Maybe you're not communicating in the right way. So the communication channel needs to be open. See, the thing is, there are people in your life that are willing to help you. But you're being too brave. You're being too strong. Invite help and accept help as well, so that you'll feel less alone. I feel like your problem is acceptance. Yeah? You want to prove to the world that you're strong and you can do everything on your own. Yeah? Remember, even when it comes to the honeybee, and only honeybee cannot collect nectar. It is a combined effort. That needs to be understood. You're missing love. The greatest connection is love. Yeah? And remember this, when it comes to love, love begins with self. Do you love yourself? Do you accept yourself? Are you loving? Are you gentle? Yeah, that's a lesson that you need to learn. You're very, very far away from the energy of love. Bring that energy of love back and your life will be in alignment. Now, your spirit guides are here to tell you, pile 2, that you need to ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah, because chances are even you are not sure what you want. So what happens when it comes to, it's so interesting, you have that lava energy showing up. It's like you have so much inside of you that when it comes out in a very negative manner. And once again, when that comes out in a negative manner, your speech can sting, and once again it disconnects you from the energy of love. Yeah, so I feel like you don't understand yourself, or sometimes you may not even understand your behavior, is what your spirit guides are here to tell you. And the reason for this is you're too yang-like, you're too masculine, you're too in control, when what you need to do is receive help, receive love, receive support. You're not doing that right now. Yeah, so ask yourself, what can you do to be more yin-like, to be more receiving, to be more compassionate and more forgiving. Yeah, because I feel like that is what is happening, and that is what is causing you to go out of alignment, and that is what is causing you to maybe develop certain issues. Once again, when it comes to this, it's a possibility that your pitta is a little bit off balance. Yeah, because it is pitta that leads to a certain kind of harshness in you. Anger issues comes through a distorted pitta. Yeah, so I feel like you need to sort of consult some kind of an Ayurveda expert and sort of get things back in alignment. But it all begins with being gentle with yourself and see God in all things. You know what I feel? I feel like you're missing a connection with love. And what is God? God is love. Yeah, so connect more with God, connect more with your angels, because they'll be able to help you, and see God in everything. And when we talk about everything, we also mean people, we also mean animals, we also mean birds. Everything is God, everything is love. Maybe that is a lesson that you need to learn. I'll read this out. Put yourself in slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of this is sacred and it speaks to me. How does that change your environment? Your goal? To learn the spiritual practice of seeing God in all things. So when it comes to everything around you, every person around you, it is a personification of God. And look at how God is trying to speak to you. Is God speaking to you through animals? Is God speaking through you through birds? What is God speaking you through? Make that a spiritual practice, because as you get more in alignment with God, you'll get more in alignment with love, and automatically you'll become gentle. A disconnection from God is what leads to a disconnection from love. So maybe that's what you need to focus on, your relationship with the Creator. And when I mean the Creator, I mean the absolute source. There is only one Creator. So this also brings me to the fact that when it comes to your spiritual practices, do you change it frequently? Or you're like, oh, I'm going to worship this deity today, I'm going to worship that deity today, this falls today, that falls today. No. When I'm talking about seeing God in everything, I'm talking about the Creator. The one Creator who created everything. The Supreme Source. Connect to Him. Because that is the only truth, and that is love. The ultimate kind. Yeah, that is only the force of love, and that one source that will help you overcome every obstacle in the world. I'll leave you here with nothing but my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile threes. I am as always very excited to be doing your reading. So especially today, let's take a look at what messages you need to receive from your spirit guides. Now, when it comes to your spirit guides, they're here to tell you that you belong to us. You belong to, our kingdom in a way. So when it comes to your family, when it comes to your friends, and everybody in general, you will only have a deep connection with people who have a connection with spirit, who have a connection with angels, who have a connection with God. So, I feel like you are the kind of people who will naturally be drawn to other healers, who will be naturally drawn to people of God, people who serve God in any capacity, because they are your real family. They are your real friends, and that is where you truly belong. Yeah, you belong with the people of God. They're your family and friends. And your spirit guides are also here to tell you, which is exactly why you cannot please everyone. See, everybody will have some kind of expectation from you. You need to do this, you need to do that. You're not doing this right, you're not doing that right, because that is what they are. And they're very different from you. I feel like when it comes to the people in your life and around you, you feel like that. You are alone. You're like the zebra in, a combination of horses. But you're different. You cannot please everyone, and you absolutely cannot fit in. You were not born for that kind of a life. So don't even try. Maybe try a little bit. Just, your immediate family, like try to make them happy to the extent that you can, because they're related to you. But after a point, you've got to let go. Like, just be silent. That's what I'll tell you. Okay. Interestingly, your spirit guides are also here to tell you that you need to be mindful with your money, because sometimes there is a possibility you are a very emotional spender. Yeah, you are in an emotional state of mind, you go on a shopping app, you shop. You like something, you don't even think about whether you need it or you don't, and you shop. Yeah, you need to be careful with that, because you don't even understand where you're overspending, and you need to be saving, maybe for your future. The money that you're, spending frivolously, you'll need it later. Are you being mindful about it? That's a question that you need to ask yourself. Be mindful with your money. Your spirit guides are also here to tell you need to pay attention to your health. Okay, you need to pay attention to your health and especially build strength. So if there's somebody out here who's not feeling physically well or you feel weak, you need to have a close connection to your diet. Eat healthy food. Eat food that is naturally good for your body and your body type. Eat food that is strengthening to you, that will give you strength, whatever that speaks to you. Okay, I'm not going to here to tell you what is right for you, because you need that. Yeah, and you need that in the future as well. And your spirit guides are here to tell you that you're climbing a mountain right now, which may feel difficult for you, and I'm sure it is wherever you're going. But just because the mountain regions seem difficult, don't be afraid. You just need to put one foot in front of the another and climb. See, you could have a mountain range in front of you. Okay, mountain ranges, in fact, that one foot in front of the other, you can climb them one after another. So keep moving forward, don't stop and don't overthink. Right now, that's the only thing that you can do. You can just take the first step, and remember, you're not without help. Help is with you, and your own tribe is with you. They may be far, they may be close, but they are with you. Pile 3, your spirit guides are also here to tell you that at all point of time, no matter what life seems to be like at this given point, be grateful. Yeah, be grateful, because that is what your creator enjoys, a person who's grateful for the blessings. If you see the people who are grateful, they always have more than enough. I'm going to read this out to you, okay? Life is one big continuous cycle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who are and what is in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you will start to attract prosperity and abundance. So don't focus on lack. Yeah, don't focus on the lack of it. Focus on what you give it away with a grateful heart. I'm once again not talking about your emotional spending. That has to be controlled at all costs, because that's just not healthy. Spending emotionally is never healthy. But what you need to spend, your everyday money that you spend it away with grace, because as you give away with just nothing but humility, you'll get a lot more. And remember, as much as you can right now, spend time with yourself, because you are like this snow leopard. You need that solitude, you need that alone time, especially if your people around you are like definitely not like you. They not understand the language that you're talking in, and you'll just be disturbed. So as much as you can, spend time in solitude, because solitude is comforting, solitude is beautiful, and solitude is peaceful. Yeah, so to focus on it. Okay, and the reason for this is, if you spend too much time with people around you who don't vibe with you, this is what your mind will be like. Look at that. Yeah, and then you'll be like, I don't know what happened, I was fine 1 minute and everything is out of alignment. Yeah, so once again, the answer for that is solitude. And if you want to connect with like-minded people. Connect with people who are connected to the source, because they are your kind of people. And right now, as I've mentioned before, don't try to control too many things, because you may be looking at the entire mountain range and asking yourself, how am I ever going to be doing it? But that's not what you need to do. You cannot climb the entire mountain range in one step. You can just go one step, that's all. So go with the flow. Don't overplan, don't overthink. Be calm and go with the flow. That's all that is expected out of you. And have gratefulness in your heart. Now this is interesting. You need to have boundaries, okay? Now love yourself enough to say no to others' demand on your time and energy. Once again, when it comes to a time, we cannot really decide how can we spend that with others and how much we can spend this with others, because sometimes it's just beyond us. But our energy, we can sort of call it back to us by solitude. Sometimes you can be in a crowd full of people, but yet if you just keep quiet, you can just have that peace and solitude anywhere, and that will save you your energy. Yeah, save your energy, because once again you need strength for a spiritual journey also is what is coming through for you. You need to build peace within. Yeah, you need to find peace, you need to find quiet, because right now what is happening, you are almost in some kind of process. You're almost like this egg, being prepared for something, and the more peace and quiet you can get, the more beneficial it will be for you. So try and contribute to this. Try and preserve your energy. Try and preserve your time, and try to utilize your time in a good way. Yeah, solitude will help you. And the best answer to this is spend a day with God. Yeah, spend your time in prayer, spend your time in worship, spend your time in meditation, whichever speaks to you. Because right now, your guides are here to tell you that the kind of energy that you are in, your connection, once again I mention this, will be greatest with God, because of course what is best than the energy of God or people who are connected to God. Yeah, I'm going to read this out to you. Today's lesson, this is a day for you to spend with God, a day of prayer, a day of silence. Imagine that your entire world is a sacred chapel. Every inch of your life is filled with grace and the presence of the divine. Your goal, to visualize yourself in the company of heaven every minute of the day. So you always imagine, that God is close. God is with you. Yeah? That the only thing that matters is God and people of God. And imagine them to be with you all the time. Because once again, that is where your vibration is. You are this kind of a person of prayer, a person of spirituality, and a person who belongs with people just like you. And that is what you need to spend more time in, those kind of people, or else on your own. Because otherwise, this is what your mind is going to be like. And then you'll be like, I was fine 1 minute, I absolutely have no idea what went wrong. Yeah, so that's what you need to be careful about. Once again, please make sure you have boundaries and don't try to do everything together. Go with the flow. Right now, that is the only thing that is being demanded of you and your life. Please make sure to work on your strength a little bit. Eat food that is nourishing, eat food that is good for muscle building, because I feel like somewhere you need that. Your constitution needs to be healthy for the forward journey, especially if you have mountain ranges to climb. Because pile 3, if there's anybody capable of climbing these mountain ranges, it's you. Yeah, overall I will leave you here with my best wishes. I will see you next time.